scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Anderson wants to throw. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Hurricane. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job of catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas. And that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out. And they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Going with the ground game left. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Extra point here would tie the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson will throw. Flips it out on the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Anderson wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year.
There he goes!
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for once.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Anderson will throw. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time.
He's loose.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson wants to throw, using the quick game. It's a running room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. The zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Anderson will throw. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's caught. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Anderson wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind that left side. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Tiger! Hauled that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Anderson will throw. Fires on the move. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
He's in open space downfield.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. We're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Davidson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Got a little space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Throws to the... Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Turning on the Jets. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Anderson wants to throw. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on it. The ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Good timing on the quick out. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quick catch on third down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Anderson will throw. Pulls it in. It's Pringle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Canes want to move quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Hardy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
He's going up top here late in the game. He got it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Anderson wants to throw. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
Couldn't quite find the end zone as they stop him on the 2-point conversion and keep them from making this a 1-possession game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Clemson.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games